Welcome back to the Queer Sister podcast. I'm Jasmine. I'm bisexual, and my pronouns are she, her, and
And I'm Natasha, her sister, and I'm lesbian, and my pronouns is she and her.
awesome. So, you
What are we
posed the
talking about
question.
today, Jasmine?
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to come up with that
Oh
question.
my goodness. Okay, so we were just talking, we were having this conversation of, I guess it kind of sparked with a TikTok that I watched. No judgment on TikTok. Yes, I'm a young millennial, but I am still on TikTok because I'm on that bridge of Gen Z and I want to be accepted. But anyways, I saw this TikTok and it was talking about the different types of songs that that define you as a queer person. Like, what type of queer person are you based on the songs that you like? Like, we know that we have Madonna, Lady Gaga, Celine Dion for more of gay men that's been, that
Like the
claims
generalized,
anthems, a gay anthem. But it's, if you look up gay anthems on Spotify or Apple, whatever, I don't think Apple Music has it, but Spotify, it's most of those gay male 80s, 90s, in the club,
So, like,
that's the
we
type of
really
music
want to
that
know the music of the modern day, queer community too, that, defines our generation, but not just one subsect of the LGBTQ community.
yeah.
Also, you
So
know,
YMCA does not
like that
um
doesn't identify with me,
define me and my
right?
queerness, but the 80s, the 80s male that did, I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I just watched the whole first season of Pose, so that's what I'm right now. I started watching the second season and they're talking about Madonna's Vogue and how that was
Yeah,
this big
it
thing
was iconic.
for the
Yeah.
culture, but that doesn't really represent queer women now. And
Yeah.
so, what do you think for you? I'm going to ask you a question, Jasmine. What do you think
Oh, I know.
is this too much? You want to think
No,
about
keep
it?
going. No, no,
I was
keep
going to
going.
say, what is the song you think that maybe encompasses, or that maybe bi people take on as a bi song?
Oh gosh.
I can think of one, but what do you think for you is and I know that this is not for all people because people are different. Like, people like rock and people like pop and whatever. What?
I don't know. I have to look at my
You don't
Spotify.
know?
What is on that? Because we
Well,
do playlists all the time about
I have a
we have
playlist, but it's
playlists for the
all over the
colors,
place. It's any
for
song that sounds
for women.
gay, a queer woman that maybe they it's, if you maybe it's a song that a
But then,
guy sings, that
yeah.
if a girl sang it, it just sounds gay, you know?
Mhm.
So for me, I think that I hear a lot bi people have claimed I don't know why they say it. Sweater
Sweater.
weather.
I
Can
love
you
that
tell
song.
me why bisexual
I
women have
don't
claimed
know why. I
that as a
love
bi
that
anthem?
song. I first heard it. I just kept listening to it over and over and over
Like,
again.
I like the song, don't get me wrong,
I
but
don't know.
I don't know how,
I
I
have
really want to look up the
no
lyrics.
idea.
How
There's
does
just
that
some
make,
things of the stereotype that just I can't explain, and I'm just sure.
like,
You're
I'm looking at the lyrics right now. I
really reading them. It's just
I don't know. One love, two mouths. One love, one house. No shirt, no blouse. Is that what it is?
it's the beat. It's you're into it. I don't know. It's
So,
just
do you think that accompanies you, or no? Is that not your type of?
it's a really good song to just chill out to and just
I
listen
mean,
to in your downtime. I don't know.
I
It's
really
just on the
want to
playlist.
ask people who truly identify as a sweater weather bisexual person. Why?
I'm wearing a sweater.
Okay. But because there's other things, people have claimed Hosier, and
Mhm.
Hosier, if you don't know, he's this man who sings these very emotional
Very
songs. He has this
wonderful
long
song,
hair.
though.
Why have lesbians adopted him and think all his songs are gay? Because I do like a Hosier song.
You know,
Cherry Wine, I love Cherry Wine, even though it's it's about abuse, but there's something about that song when he's singing it. Maybe it's his voice.
I
I
don't know
don't
what it is.
know.
Mm.
And it's not like, what's funny to me, it's not like these singers are queer. Like, they're just singing and like
They're
people
just
just
singing it and
identify
they
with
just
it. So I don't know
identify
why.
with their music and just like adapted it for their own. Like it's, I don't know, it's crazy.
I don't I don't get it, because I could think of like actual queer artists, like queer singers that um are bi or lesbians or identify as queer that put out music that I can see is like, oh yeah, that's the anthem. Like now, this younger generation of mostly white girls, but younger generation of queer women have identified as like a girl in red lesbian. Now, it's gotten so much where I like the the chat up line now is, do you listen to Girl in Red?
Yeah.
Because if like you don't know what Girl in Red is, then you're not gay. That's what they're using it as. You only know Girl in Red if you're gay. So if someone knows who Girl in Red is, like,
But
oh,
in
you're
this
gay.
scenario, it's
But Girl in Red is a lesbian, so that makes sense.
yeah,
But I
but
don't know if she's a lesbian. She's queer.
yeah, but it only makes sense for the people who are readily on TikTok. So it's for
But it's not just on TikTok, because I heard about, do you listen to Girl in Red before I got onto TikTok? Or not even on TikTok, like on
I'm just
Twitter or something.
I'm just out of the loop all the time. I
You
only
know, the
get
first time I heard about Girl in Red, because this is how gay I am. So, I mean, I don't know about queer guys, but queer girls, for some reason, there's like this, like when you go on YouTube, there's like this like this whole this rabbit hole that you go down, and it like sucks
and
you
then you
in.
always end up on Ellen.
No, no, that's a millennial you talking. It's not. You don't end up on Ellen. You end up somehow like 2 or 3 in the morning watching lesbian short films.
Oh,
On That's what I find myself, because we're craving media and we're craving like movies. So I'll watch 20-minute, 30-minute short films. I've seen like an hour long. I've watched a lot of short films on YouTube. And one of them was like this it was like a low budget, this, you could tell this girl is like in high school. And she used Girl in Red. And I was like, what is this song? I looked it up. I was like, oh, I like this song. And then I looked up Girl in Red and saw all her stuff.
mm-hmm.
But like, I understand that a lot of, maybe people of color or Black women don't identify as a Girl in Red, because that's more, I've seen exclusively white girl listens to Girl in Red. I don't even know. I thought she was Swedish, but I could be wrong, or Norwegian. I don't know. I'm not even going to act like I know where she's from. But what do you think people of color, queer people of color, listens to that like are the gay anthem?
That's what I listen to, and
What did you say?
Kehlani, and then
Yeah.
I was just listening to her, and I was just in the shower.
Her, the singer, or Kehlani, her?
Oh no, her, the singer, also.
I love her, the singer. There's something about her, the singer, and like, I'd never want to say somebody is queer if I don't know, but she gives me.
It's the vibe.
She gives me a lot of queerness, and I really like her. Who's the other singer that the guitarist, black guitarist?
Oh,
Can't
was I
think of
listening?
it.
I was listening to the internet. Is that? Yeah, there was one.
Yeah, Sid
There
specifically,
we
because
go.
the internet is a
There we
group
go.
collective. Sid
Mhm.
is queer. I'm guessing identifies. I don't actually know.
I
Is
have
queer.
no idea.
So yes, black women do listen to Sid. I do
Oh,
listen to Sid.
Arlo Parks. I was listening to
I
that.
don't know that one.
It's like more of like an indie. Like, I
See,
don't
that's what I
know.
need to know. I don't know. I listen to more pop, so I or like
Haley
like an indie
Cuoco
pop.
or
Well, Haley Kiyoko, still a lot of white girls listen to
yeah.
Haley Kiyoko.
Or what about Janelle Monáe and
I listened to Haley Kiyoko because I loved Wizards of Waverly Place as a kid, and if we talk about characters that should have been gay, that's what we should talk about on an episode. Because you cannot tell me, if you've seen Wizards of Waverly Place, like, I know not everybody's seen it, but if you've seen it, Alex Russo, the Selena Gomez's character, should have been queer. There's nothing there's nothing that you can say that doesn't dispute, like, she should have been
It is
queer.
now
So she
canon.
meets a girl in the show that is obviously gay, like, obviously, and it's Haley Kiyoko. And they were like bestest of friends, and I'm like, they like, if it was another time, if it was 10 years later, they would have got together.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
anyways, that's beside the point. So that's how I knew of her, and then like, I don't want to say it, but Lemonade Mouth. I watched it once. I was way too old for Disney Channel, but I watched it once and I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I heard Girls Like Girls
I
by
remember
Haley
watching it
Kiyoko.
with you because we were in the same room. I was like, "What is this?" But it wasn't that bad.
There's a big following, so I'm not gonna talk bad about Lemonade Mouth.
No, it was
It
actually
holds
pretty
up.
good.
It holds up. There's a big following of Lemonade Mouth, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, Janelle Monáe, that whole album that she came out with, um, peak.
Yeah,
I
I
think. Did you say Willow?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like an indie, like, I know we don't know Willow. There's a lot of like, I feel like black.
Okay, it's just the vibe because it's like I don't want to get like super spiritual, but it's very high vibrational. I like it.
Crystals. It's
Yeah,
all
like
about spirituality, and no, I get it. There's a lot of black artists or like people in the like media that I feel like they're like all, they say like, I'm open to whatever. I've never have done anything with anybody. I've never been attracted to somebody of the same sex, but like, I'm open to it. And she definitely gives those vibes that
yeah.
like, if it happened, it happened. Cause I don't know her situation and I'm not saying anything. But like her, like, there's a lot of people who are like that, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, another person we didn't mention that white girls really, really like, and I like her too, King Princess.
Oh
King
yeah.
Princess, there's like this different, but I feel like all these have like a commonality. Yeah, there's a little pop, but they're kind of indie type vibes.
It's it's what's definitely trending right now in the music industry. Like it's caught
Yeah.
on, like, and it's good because that shows you that even in the mainstream, the community has a foothold. Like people want to see more of that. Like what you said when you were ending up on YouTube 2-3 o'clock in the morning talking, wanting and craving that queer content.
Yeah.
Well, you are starting to see that in the media, and I think that's good. That's interesting, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to think of like other, like, I don't know, like more artists that are like rock, or like I've seen some, like, I don't know, like girl bands. I know one from like TikTok. I know I'm going back to TikTok. I try not, like, literally I feel like I'm a Gen Z sometimes. Um they wouldn't claim me. But anyways, there's this band that I found on TikTok called Kid Sister that I really like. I like their covers, and at least one is queer. But I think all of them are. But I think two for I think I don't know. I think two are, but I think all of them are. Only one has
Whatever.
officially confirmed it. But they also said in the song, they sang Girl in Red, and they said, we listened to Girl in Red. So that's why I'm like, one confirmed it, two, I'm like, they are, but three, I feel all of them are.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
Another one that they've never said anything at all, but I just feel that vibe. The other sister band was Haim.
Haim. Yes, Haim. And I really, and I'll say this again, I really don't like to say somebody's queer if they don't come out, because I'm not about outing people.
Yeah.
Camila Cabello. I'm not about outing. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot Lauren Jareggi. Yes, I love Lauren Jareggi. You know I love Lauren Jareggi. Let me just take a breath.
Oh my god.
I love Lauren Jareggi. Has anybody seen that 50 feet video? I
love how you're waiting for respect.
Myself.
Okay.
But listen to Lauren Jareggi and watch that 50 feet video.
Okay.
Anyways, let's get back.
Are we back into it now? Well, I kind of wanted to wrap it up.
What was I saying before Lauren?
What?
What was I saying before Lauren? Oh, I said I don't like outing people. But I think Danielle the lead singer in Haim. Danielle is the lead singer of Haim, right? The middle sister.
I think so.
Honestly, like it's so confusing to me because I feel like they all give queer vibes. Every one of them. The youngest sister, the one on bass. We should talk about the gayest instruments too, because the one on
bass just one.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think we really covered.
I just really want people to respond to this episode and tell me.
Like, just give us a playlist. Give us
some more queer people. Oh, you know what? I didn't say and I'll mention it. Angel Hayes. They're really good. I like if you like rap, non-binary, black, queer, love it. Yeah, I can't think of.
Oh my gosh. Oh crap. I was thinking of more hip hop artists.
I was thinking of a hip hop artist, but I don't know if he's problematic, so I don't know if I want to say his name.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. But
an abstract from Brockhampton, the black guy. But I don't know if he's problematic, so let me not. But I do love Brockhampton's Sugar, and what's the other song they have? Oh, got the I love that song. Anyways, what were you saying?
No, we talk about it, I think, a little bit on Q26, which is what I work for. And
yes, check out that magazine online, Instagram.
The magazine now, Q26. We have like a bunch of other projects going on. We have a blog there. And I'm pretty sure we list a bunch of musical artists that are really cool that you should definitely check out.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like really blanking a lot.
But we definitely have the rest covered somewhere in one of those articles. I don't know. So
one of them.
On that note,
we didn't even talk about any legendary. I mean, I guess we're talking about modern, but we didn't talk about any legendary songs. We didn't have no Melissa Etheridge come to my window. No Sarah McLachlan, Adia. We didn't talk about none of them.
I love this song.
Oh, we did Mary Lambert. Where's she been at?
I feel like those songs have been covered on like every song. I love the song. But
most Sarah, we didn't even talk about millennial songs.
Sarah, gosh darn, yeah. Like we left out a whole nother generation.
Tegan and Sarah. I'm like literally going through my list right now. There's a few songs on here that I have that I don't know. Covers. I love, honestly, if you guys are gonna cover some songs, please keep them pronouns to she and her. Please. Girl, I thrive on a girl covering a guy's song and keeping them she and her.
That's my favorite way to cover songs.
Like it, and if it like, yeah, I don't know. And if it's a girl song, change the pronouns to she and her anyways. Tuvlo. Is Tuvlo gay? Queer?
I don't know, but I feel that. I'm pretty sure.
That's another song that I feel like another artist. She has to be queer because that whole last album, didn't she say like a girl? I'm gonna not say that.
Pretty sure. I don't know. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Holly Cole. I don't know how to say her last name. Col. Holly Cole. I like her too. Like very soft gay girl music. Anyways, I'll wrap it up now. I'm done. Okay. And you can wrap it up. Go ahead.
All right. We're ready to go. All right, okay.
Thanks for listening to the Queer.
Thanks for listening to the Queer Sister podcast.
I am Natasha.
And I'm Jasmine.
And watch our next episode soon.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, do it. All right. Bye.
Bye.